Today I thought I'd make a video about all the preparations you should be making for when you go on the Disney College program. I am currently 24 days until my check-in, and so these are just like a list of things that I've been doing that I think are pretty essential that you should be making for when you go on the program. So number one, create a packing list. Like, make sure you don't like overpack. So like what I'm doing is I'm back home now from school. And so I basically kept all my clothes in my suitcase. And so then when I like use it, I'll take it out and then, wear it, wash it, put it in my closet. So then when I pack for the program, I can see what I actually wear and then pack that plus like summer clothes because it's winter time now. But then I can see like what I'll actually wear because I always end up overpacking, and like I was packing at school and found some clothes where I was like, I didn't wear this once. So hopefully I won't do that while I'm in Disney, and so that will just like make sure that you don't like bring clothes that you're not gonna wear. Another essential thing for a packing list is knowing what your roommates are packing as well. So like though you don't know who your roommates are like until you move in, you can at least like if you meet people on the Facebook page or you know people that are going, shout out to my group chat, and so you can kind of figure out who's bringing what, like so you don't have like 3 TVs and like a bunch of like toasters and just random stuff like that. So then you can figure out who's bringing what, and then in hope that you'll all be rooming together. So the second one is to look into Disney's education opportunities. While doing the Disney College program, you have the chance to take classes at Disney. Some may count towards your actual like classes at school and some don't. It's depending on your advisor and how if your school will allow those credits to transfer over. Mine don't allow it, but the overall internship counts as an internship credit at my school, so I'm getting 3 credits at my school for this internship, and then all that I have to do is like journal every week and then put those all together and then have like I think like a final project at the end. And so I also signed up to take a few different classes because there's a term A and a term B. So term A is obviously like the first half of like the semester or of the program, and then term B is the second half. And so I got chosen to do the event operations class, which is in term B, I believe. And so we get to take classes each week, and then they like block you out of your schedule, so like you can't get scheduled during that time, and then you go to class. Another thing I'm doing is the distance learning, which is like a great thing to do, especially if you're taking online classes at your own school. So what I'm doing, since I like can't like take a semester off because it's just I lose scholarships and other stuff like that, and it's a whole long list, but so I'm going to be taking 3 online classes. So they'll give me a blocked out like 2 hours out of my schedule each week that I can work on that. So that's super nice to have, and especially because you're going to be working like all the time, so it's nice to have like that blocked schedule. So I highly recommend, if you're taking online classes, to try and get into that program. Number 3 is to make sure you have all the paperwork you need and it all filled out. The first paperwork that you're going to get from Disney is the new hire paperwork, which is just a bunch of different stuff that you have to fill out and turn in for them. So like it's just contracts and other stuff like that are required for you to work there. When going to check in, you have to make sure you have 3 different like forms of identification. So like your birth certificate, social security card, driver's license, passport if you don't want to bring your social security card, and stuff like that. I'm bringing some of those. Also, another thing is if you're bringing a car, which I now know that I am, you have to bring registration for the car. That it has to be in your name, or at least your name on it and stuff like that. So those are just some things that you have to have when moving there. Number 4 is to book your hotels and flights, or if you're driving, your hotels along the way to Disney. So basically you just have to know, are you flying or driving? Because if you're flying, you fly, you have to buy your airfare, which luckily around the time that the check-in dates are, they're not during a busy season, so they're really not that expensive. You buy your flight and then a hotel down at Disney, whether it be on property or off property. Or if you're driving, you have to map out, usually I'm mapping out like my whole road trip down, and then figure out if you're staying at hotels or people that you know, like where you're going to stay along the way, and like if you're going to make it like a full day trip, 2-day trip, or like if you're going down early and stuff like that. And my last big preparation thing is to save money for the program. So make sure you have enough money, because obviously it always takes a bit to get paid the first couple weeks, or that's what we've been told. And so that's what your your first fees that you send in when you accept your acceptance. And so those first fees are for like your first couple weeks of rent, because you're not going to be working enough to pay rent, and you probably won't be getting paid right away. So you'll need stuff for like groceries, and if you want to buy stuff for your apartment and like stuff down there that you didn't want to like put in your car. It's really different for everyone about how much money you bring, because you know yourself and like how much money you'll spend. I have a few extra preparations that you don't have to do, but it could help you in the future. So number one, you can set your clocks to military time, because Disney works on military time and they schedule you in military time. So I've already set my phone to military time, and so like I'm slowly learning what time is what, and really you just have to, how do I get to this number from 12? So it's 22, so then 12 plus 10 is 22, so it's 10 o'clock. Math, I know, who knew? If you're also planning on meeting like your roommates or stuff like that when you get down there, like maybe the day before check-in, make some reservations like at maybe a restaurant or stuff like that, so you can sit down and like all get through this nervous panic together. And so just make those reservations ahead of time, so then you have a place to go if you want to like go and eat. And then my last one, definitely follow any of the Facebook pages, and like that's where you'll get updates. Like you'll know like who's getting what. Like if there's people like getting their new hire paperwork on the same check-in date as you, then oh, I should check my email and see if I've gotten it, or stuff like that. Like when people were getting registered into the classes, everyone was like saying, oh, I got registered in this class, I got registered in this class. And so then you can put out there, and then you'd be like, hey, is anyone in this class? And you can meet people who are going to be in your classes before you're even down there. So being able to like meet people and then make friends before you even go down there. So then you have like a group of people that you know already. Those are all my preparations for the DCP, and just a little update and stuff like that. And so for the next couple weeks, I'll probably be packing, and so I'll be coming out with a video for that real soon, and what I'll be packing, and hopefully not overpacking, and all that stuff like that. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe below, and I think that's it. So thank you for watching.
Together, and what have you got? Bibbidi bobbidi, bibbidi bobbidi, bibbidi bobbidi, boo!